Hi, and welcome back. I thank you very much for watching. I hope you've seen part 1 of the process of cutting down this tree. Here's the part where it falls. There's a link in the description for you to check out. I made 2 videos because it's hard to show the 2-day process in just a few minutes. The majority of this video is the log removal and final thoughts on sustainability.
The pieces picked up. I got this log loaded. I got the chains on pretty tight, so I think I can bring the height down. And I'm just going to back up a little bit here, and then try to go out this way. The part I worry about the most is there's a place where this old stone wall. Wall here, and see the low spot. Well, I think the saying goes something like this: hindsight is 20/20. It's a balmy 8 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 10 degrees Celsius, and I knew it was going to be cold today, and and tomorrow. But what I was planning on when I dropped this tree here in this bog was I was thinking that it was frozen. It's far from frozen. I've been out there traipsing around and sinking in, and I've discovered that yesterday, so I have my rubber boots on, and it's going to be hard getting this log out because it's kind of got a lot of surface tension. I'm assuming it didn't bounce off the ice. It kind of went right into it. So the logs are going to be shorter, and really not sure. I might have to use some sort of block and tackle type system and go off from one of these other trees and try to pull up and out, going back this way. But I don't have any of that stuff, so that's and I've been toying with buying it, but I really, other than that, I'm not sure how this is going to come out, because I don't think my tractor is going to be able to do a straight pull horizontally, as I said, with the surface tension. So I'm going to go and limb out as much as I can, and I grabbed this one limb here, and that's going to go up into the chip pile. Let's be coming out with log number 1. Next step is going to be to get my 100-foot tape measure and see how tall this tree actually was. Alright, so I got my 100-foot tape measure, and it's not going to be that accurate, but this is pretty consistent with what I find for most of these trees, in the low 90-foot range. Alright, I've had pretty good success by taking 2 8-foot logs out of here, and I haven't cleaned up a lot of the limbs that aren't already broken from the fall of the tree. But I thought, rather than try to really do a lot of unnecessary work, because even though that looks like it's kind of easy to walk in, it really isn't. I'll show you what happens. You go down a good 6 or 8 inches down into slushy water. It's hard to get your footing. So what I'm going to try to do is what I explained in the previous clip, and that if this didn't work, to get the block and falls and try to lift up and pull out. So I've got my tractor as close as I dare get to the edge of the bog here, and I'll lift up the bucket and back out and try to decrease the surface tension that way. Well, I went out and did some of the hard work and limbed up a good portion of it, and I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but there's 2 tops to this tree, and I cut off the right side, so that's freed up. So I'm hoping that I can pull this out and save me the rest of the work. That I did pull out some of the things to chip on both sides, but the smaller limbs at the top of the tree, I'm just gonna commit to a burn pile. Not what I really want to do, but
I ended up cutting this log to maximize the length and using a rope and chain to get the twin tops out in the same manner as before.
well, I think this wraps this up. The documentation of the harvesting of this tree. I've got a nice brush pile there. Picked up everything that's not frozen into the bog. So that's stuff's going to have to, I think, really stay there for a long time, because I don't know how I'll get it out. And I got a small pile over here, and the butt cut log I may be able to get out next week, but today it's supposed to rain all day, and tomorrow for a good portion of it, and I work it the following day, so that's kind of out of the realm of possibility for that day. I wanted to show you the rings on this tree. I counted them this morning, and there was about 130, maybe 100, as much as 140 rings. It gets kind of hard to tell in here. I started counting in here, and it was easy to follow where the tree broke when it was cut, and then when it started to become difficult, I followed it out and kept going out. But in this area here, that looks like there's at least 10 or 12 years there, and same thing with the outer part. There's 10 or 12 years at least in that little span. So 135 years old. You can see early in its life, grew quite well. It had some times when it would do well again, really poorly, and again in here, I should say so-so, then poorly. So it was definitely time to go. I don't like cutting down living things, but it needs to make room for other trees, and change over the profile of and the description of the land. So I hope you got something out of this. The title photo is a picture of the property, the way it looked when this tree wasn't even visible. And I will go and take a picture today and show you what it looks like 100 years later. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please consider sharing it and giving it a thumbs up. And please subscribe to the channel. I got all kinds of different content.